Hello, welcome back to RLTW Strategies. It is the 17th of September and today is FOMC day and it is 7:13 East Coast time, and let's go ahead and look at the charts. I did a few trades last night. I think either 2 or 3. Let's see what it says. 4. Did 4 trades, nothing spectacular. Quick little scalps. I traded gold. I was gold and NQ. You know, I shouldn't have traded last night. It was just, I didn't need that stress. So right now we are watching the pre-market session. So we came down and we touched that fair value gap I was talking about yesterday. And we touched it around 445. We had a big drop from this level. This is a mid-level support area that I'm watching. When we come back up, right now we're moving our way up there, and then I have this trend line from all-time high yesterday at 4. And that's what we're watching right now. You know, I could see us touching down here again this morning. This level is the first level that I see we drop it down and touch. By the time you guys watch this and I record it or I put it up on YouTube, it's going to be OBE, which means it's not going to matter. But if you want to watch it to see my thought process as I enter and exit trades and how I read the market, well, this video is for you. It's just educational purposes. And with that, we'll go ahead and I'll try to cut the video up so it delivers a more smooth approach to first what I see in the morning. As you can see, we have some levels here. What I see in the levels, what I think the market's going to do. 2 things could happen during FOMC. We could come down and hit this recent high from December of last year. In February of last year, we could come down and touch it down here. Immediately after interest rates are delivered. Oh, we won't go down that far. That's 1,400 points. And this is the daily. I got to remember that. If we end up having a huge pullback, though, I wouldn't be surprised that we drop 5%. That's 5% right there, right? The NASDAQ and brokerage accounts will halt trading at 7%, I believe. You know, that drop could happen. Will it happen in one day? No, I don't know. I think this was Liberation Day right here. And I guess the biggest one-day drop was, 7%. Right? We could drop that 7%. Easy. That 7% drop from where we're at puts us right there. You know, we could have a one-day 14-point drop, 1,400-point drop. That's it. That's a one-day drop. So it could happen. Will it happen today? Probably not. Will we consolidate today? Most likely. Will we range until news gets published at 2? And we got news. Well, there's no point in explaining the news. What I am going to do is I'm going to look at news to help me decide at what times are we going to get more volatility in the market. So what I like to do, I like to put down my 100-tick chart trend lines. I like to see if we break them, how far is the movement once we break them, and try to get a pattern recognition of what I'm used to seeing if A happens or if B happens. And that's the whole point, I think, in trading, is paying attention to those market behaviors. So this little bounce and test and bounce, right? I feel like it's going to happen right here at this level. So that is something I'm watching. See if we break that. All right, it looked like we bounced up about 18 to 20 points from that level, and we're back to this other level of resistance. So it's just intermediate levels. This is just something I'm watching on the 5-minute and the 100-tick chart. I'll draw those out in purple today. Oh man, I just gotta show this real quick. This is so funny. So funny. That's funny. That's just so funny. I can't stop laughing about that. All right, what I just drew out was the yesterday's close on the regular trading hours chart.
The first level that we're starting to consolidate in is our Thursday to Friday high zone, which we had in our charts yesterday, between our 66.56 to 66.62. You can see that we're starting to trade within that zone right now, so that'll be very interesting. Do we find a bounce?
I'm looking at a pop up here. I might add if we come down to this area right here, and I'll close out when we get, if we get down to here. I think that would be a good risk reward.
Which are 66.40 to 66.32. That would be your next downside move. Underneath that, you have low volume into 66.20.
Good possibility we hit the VWAP for 130.
Below that, you're back to 6600. So we're gonna have to see how do the buyers.
We got building permits coming up.
Downside demand levels. This is gonna be very important today. What do I expect for today? Here's what I expect. Okay, if someone said, hey, Desi, tell me what you expect, my expectation is a chop fest between this zone before 2 o'clock. Pretty simply put. I'm going to assume that you don't lose this major demand and you don't break above Monday's highs. And you pretty much just get trapped within this channel all of yesterday's chop fest, and you're going to see the same thing today before 2 o'clock. And then hopefully at 2 o'clock, you get some kind of catalyst.
We got 15 minutes before news.
So I think there is a very high chance, like 90%, I would put it 80%, that you have the same range of yesterday trading this morning, right? And you're just going to sort of stay balanced inside of this range. I think that's a very realistic expectation. And if that is your expectation, then why are you interested in even trading this? I would simply wait for 2 o'clock and see if we can break this high or if we can break this low. If we can break this high or this low, we will get more action. So let's see. SPY, pretty much the same thesis here, my friends. You can see Monday's highs. You failed it yesterday. You rejected it all day, right? This 661 to 660.73, major highs, and now this is definitely a failure point, right? So if you trade up into this level today, you need to be careful of rejections coming in again. The same way they did here, and the same way they did here. So now you are back under Monday's highs, and that's different, right? It's a little bit of a change. It's a little bit of a failure, and it's something to pay attention to. It's not, oh, this is the top of the market, but it's definitely not, oh, I'm just going to long into this high and not care about it. This could be a trap, right? Another failure move. And anyone that's trying to long right into these highs again could be sort of smacked in the face at this level. So it's very much something to pay attention to. Downside demand, 659, which is Friday's highs, and then this Thursday high area around 658.48. It's actually down a little bit lower. I'm going to drag it down to that exact high here, which is the exact high. The exact high for you. The exact high is 658.33. That's the exact high from Thursday, and I think that should be on watch to make sure you're cautious of shorting into this exact high right here, this high here, and then right at that wick low from the after hours. Was that a legit wick? Let me see. Yeah, we traded down there. Okay. So if you're looking at this ES, right, we can see potential demand zone. Watch the shorts inside there. Be careful of shorting into that demand zone. That is previous highs. If you break under this Thursday high and this wick low from the after hours, I would expect you to move down into these lows at 657. Under this low right here, I would expect a quick downside
See, that's good enough for me. That's 70 points. Now we're up at 140. What do we make on that trade? I mean, 50 bucks. No, 50 bucks. And we're probably going to go up to where I thought we were going to go up in this area, above the VWAP. But that's, I'm happy with that scalp, because this is going to be very consolidation area. It's going to be a chop zone. So I'm going to link in a show that I watch in the morning at around 8. After I draw my levels, I already posted my levels, and then I watch Dez on YouTube at 8 o'clock, and I'll post that in the link to give you guys an idea on where you learn how to draw levels. So he explains how he draws levels, and you just take that and run with it, you know, learn how to do it on your own. There you go. My long position would have been played out. Oh, we got news that reported. Building permits 1.312 million, forecasted 1.37, down a little bit. We could reject this level up here. We could come down to this level, bounce on this trend line, and then go back up to yesterday's close. Or it's 8:30. We're hitting a double top. Yeah, this could be a rejection area right here. We could bust stops, almost go to yesterday's close, or we could go to yesterday's close and then drop. So that's what I'm watching. I'm going to go ahead and close this trade out. We're up, well, close it out at 1800. We'll see how price acts. Change my contracts to 1. Change my contracts to 1. If I enter a trade, I'm going to enter it as the same as I would if I'm trading my XFA. So I do that on the trading view. I pay for $7 a month, about $8 a month. You get real-time CME data under your profile. So I pay for that data, so it replicates everything else that I'm trading. I also have, I lost them all, but I had, you can't really see it. Let's see. I got to log out. You could also link. You could also link your TradeAvate account, or I have TradeStation linked to TradingView. So when you're ready to trade real capital, you can move it over and use your TradingView. And I think Topstep X platform, I think you could migrate your trading accounts to Project X, which is the same platform. It's just licensed to other firms. Topstep X is the Project X platform that is Topstep X, or is on Topstep, and the Project X is the Topstep X platform that is licensed to other firms.
So yeah, let's dive into the charts here, and we see a little bit of a warning sign.
Apple just shot up. Apple just shot up. What does it look like? I say it shot up, but it's still way below yesterday's close. Or what did we close at yesterday in Apple? We're near the area of yesterday's close on Apple. That was a good trade. I had a mental stop down here. I had to double my contract size here, but we never came down. This candle came down, but it went to my price target area with take profit. But hey, you miss. The read was right. I moved my stop to lock in profits. That's how today's going to be. It's just going to be quick scalps. Again, if you want to follow my updates on X, find me over on X. I think I have the link on my YouTube. If you found my YouTube, you probably found it through X. All right, we have a pivot up here. I'm watching this pivot. We'll see how this pivot behaves. We have a possible resistance area right here. We just got to find what the range is for the day. Once we find what the range is for today, we could trade the range as we move into FOMC at 2 p.m. 9 o'clock. Alphabet screaming to the upside. Nvidia is dropping a little bit. Palantir is up. Apple is up. Tesla is dropping a little bit. Microsoft is up. It's a mixed bag. The market's going to open in about 2 minutes, a little more than 2 minutes. We're going to go ahead and start getting serious about what we see in the markets and react to price action and go from there. Don't forget, we got the 1 minute opening range box that we're going to be using. 1 minute OR. That's our buddy. That's our friend. We're going to trade it. Yes, we am. I know, don't make sense. I just made it up. All right. Doing the same on my trading view chart. Got a minute and a half. Let's get ready. Let's get ready for the games to begin. What's Trump saying on Truth Social? Oh, he's joining King Charles. 1 minute. Where will we go? Will we hit that top of that range? Hit up here, come back down. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thirty seconds left. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, there we are. Open range. Open range is set. Let's see. We're above yesterday's close. We may be pivoting right here. Coming down. Still within the opening range. Still in that opening range. You're breaking down. Breaking down. Touched outside the box. We filled the gap. Gap is filled.
Order filled.
It's good. It's good. I'll take it. I will take it. It's going to stop me out, but that's okay. 115, 140.
Order filled.
All right, 342 on the day. That was a good trade. Let's try not to lose it. My paper account traded. We could bounce here. This could be a pivot point. That was pre-market resistance area. We broke through it. Let's see if we retest it and continue dropping down at this purple line. We also have this line down here that we could touch. We did break the 100-tick chart range from pre-market. We could come back up and retest this area and then reject back down. We could also retest the opening range box and come back down. So those are the things I'm watching. Microsoft dropped, Palantir dropped, Nvidia dropped, Alphabet dropped, Tesla dropped. The only thing that's green is Apple right now. I'm not looking at Meta. But yeah, I mean, we just broke that trend line on the 5-minute. See if we retest that trend line and continue going down. That is a possibility. The points we've dropped today is we have dropped 40 points. 50% of this morning drop is the bottom of the opening range box at 50%. So we'll see if we go back up there. We could bounce here. We could bounce at this purple line. I had it charted on my Topstep X platform. Let's see if I'm showing the right screen. Okay, that's good. All right, here we are. We're moving back up. Let's see if we can recover that 50% range. We had a sell signal on the trading view. We got to come up here and reject in this zone. We have a pivot forming on the 100-tick chart. ES is moving up. Let's see what the Dow's doing. The Dow shot up like a rocket. There is a resistance area on the Dow. I'm gonna go ahead and short the area on the Dow right now and see what we could derive from that. Trading view is a little delayed right now. We'll let it catch up. Here we go. That was a good pivot point. Here's another level. We could bounce here. Let's watch it. Everything is dropping. Remember, we could bounce and we could go all the way down to the fair value gap, pre-market low. We could go all the way down to test the pre-market low. All right, this could be a 5-minute. Oh, I'm on the 1 minute. Dang. I'm all looking at the 1 minute like at the 5-minute. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm trading it as if I'm looking at 5-minute. I was like going to say this is a 5-minute 3-bar reversal, but we're not even looking at the 5-minute chart. Those are strong 5-minute candles. We could see continued downside over here to this pre-market low. Pre-market low. Pre-market low. We have this nice trend line forming on the 100-tick. This one's still in play for a retest later. Actually, it may, but we'll go ahead and get rid of it. All right, if this ends up being an indecisive candle and we go into a green candle, we could retest the bottom of the opening range box. That sell signal on the trading view chart is on point. That sell signal gave us 19 points and it gave us possibly 8 points worth of exit sell. All right, so we're kind of possibly reaching a bottom. There we go. Dow's starting to come back down. ES hit the VWAP. We are below the VWAP on the NASDAQ, but the ES is touching the VWAP. This area right here, 7.2, is an area that is, if we break this and hold it, we could go, this is bearish break Bearish break. Let's go ahead and turn this red and make it solid. We are holding that bearish break for now. This could be a lower high, a lower low, a higher low. It's probably going to bounce right here, and I just got out of it at the low of the day, which usually happens when I probably called it. We'll see. We'll see if it breaks it, but I think this is going to be the low of the range as we move back up, and I just missed out on $300. That was the buy down there. It couldn't break the pre-market low, so we're moving back up. I'm gonna end the recording session. I'll probably start cutting it right now, and then I'm gonna head to the office. So with that, that's the morning opening. 20 minutes in the market, we're up $400, which isn't a lot, but it's better than nothing at all. You can't scoff at $400 a day. I'm gonna continue observing the market throughout the rest of the day. I'll probably trade at the office. And with that, you guys be safe. I'll see you guys later during FOMC. I'm gonna record that session. And hopefully I could get this video together and put it up for this morning. With that, y'all have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Hit the like button. Follow me on X. I'll talk to you later. See ya.